Welcome back to Quick and Dirty. Today's ad hacking ad that we're going to share, again, our 2024 series where we're just hacking apart ads, nationwide, local ads, all sorts of different ads so that we can learn more about the psychology, the layout, and how to make our ads better. So if that's you and you're an advertiser, you're in the right spot. We're going to unpack this one right after this. Okay guys, this one, there's a lot going on, so let's take a look at it. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but I grabbed it because there's a lot going on. And if you have a lot going on with your business and a lot to say, then we might learn how to do that here, but let's pull it up and take a look. This thing screams direct offer, just in case you're aware. That's not an awareness ad. This is a direct offer. They want you to shop for RV. And obviously summertime thing, people are thinking about family trips and camping and all that stuff, and it might be kind of the season for that. There's a lot of text going on here, so there's just a lot. And I pulled it because I see a lot of ads that have a lot, and some are done well and some are an absolute disaster. And we've covered a few of those disasters here on this channel. So if you go back and look at some prior videos, you can find some of the messy ones. They did a pretty good job here, but let's just take it from top to bottom. Okay, first thing, they're gonna come in with their brand name, which I guess is Blue Compass RV. Looks like they have 15,000 RVs. That certainly sounds like a lot. 100 locations, and they're covering 33 states, which is, most of the country, if not all. So right up top, they're just establishing we're big. At the end of the day, that's what that says to me, to you, to any lay person. It's like, oh, okay, these guys are huge. Then we got some messaging right in here, which is kind of interesting. Your RV has never been worth more. I guess that's because it's a trade event. So the implication is, I guess, the value of RV for trade is great. So maybe it's time to trade in. And then our dream RV has never cost less. So that sounds like a good deal. My RV is worth more than it's ever been. And new ones are never cost less. Okay. So it sounds like I'm on a great side of the deal right now. And I think maybe they wanted to structure that. And then they got this kind of CTA in here. It's call to action where a new RV could be less than $100 a month. Now, I want you guys to just pay attention to this number here for a second. So they went in at $98 a month from $98. I guess that's maybe the lowest payment you could get on an RV. I don't know. But it sure sounds pretty reasonable. Hulu, my subscription to Hulu is damn near $98 a month. So I guess I could have an RV or some sort of little trailer or something for that. Definitely sounds like a smoking deal. It's less than what most of us are paying for a cell phone every month. So it's very appealing number. If you have a direct offer that you're trying to put out into the marketplace, these types of numbers are worth paying attention to, like the sub $100, and in some cases sub $24, sub $20, sub $50. There's some marks there along in the pricing structure that are significant, and you can stay under them with this amazing picture of this, $60,000 fifth wheel, which I kind of doubt is $98 a month, but it sure looks awesome. So if that picture cost me $98 a month, well, this is an awesome deal, right? So you get where I'm going with this. They've put a number here that's very appealing for almost all shoppers or buyers that are thinking along these lines. $98 a month is probably totally doable for most folks. In a tactical sense, they're casting a really wide net here, right? And it makes sense because apparently 15,000 RVs they got to move. So they need to get as much engagement out of this ad as they possibly can. Keep that in mind on your ads, like when you're working on number and your direct offer stuff. Keep that number down where you can cast a wide net, get as much in on the ad as possible, and let the chips fall with all your leads and filter them after the fact. If you got a lot of text to work with, make sure the layout's clean and that you've kind of done it well so that everything is laid out nicely and legible. The last thing you want to do is get it all clumpied up and everything's a mess and it's just hard to understand. I think they did a great job with all of this messaging and getting it into the little square that it's got to fit into. It's certainly legible. And if you're willing to spend what I would consider the long end of reading an ad, then you're going to be able to understand everything they're trying to do here with this offer. Like I say, if you're somebody who has a lot of details in your offer, a lot you want to say, and establish all this type of authority, plus, kind of do this sort of bracketed, geostructure stuff, plus a meaningful CTA with a juicy number, call to action, direct offer there. Okay, this is an example of how all of that pretty much works. And for advertisers and copywriters, anybody who gets thrown all this crap would call it a pretty good challenge. I think these guys met that challenge in a very professional way. It certainly could be worse really, really quickly. I don't have a lot of criticism for it, except for that it is a lot. And just be cautious of that. But if you're going to do a lot, this is a great example of how to do it. If you learned something here, smash the like button for me. I think that helps. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one.